Who sat you down and taught how to deal with your fears, failures, love, and rejection? Who told you how to deal with the truth, how to tell the truth, and what exactly is the truth? I, Amrita K. Francis, as a family life and parenting coach, I sit down with a lot of families. But what truly breaks them down is never the conflict, but the silence. The silence that is created by the things that was never told. And in that silence, the most powerful thing is formed, the missing narrative. In Kerala, we are the most prominent in teaching our children how to be obedient, disciplined, how to sit, stand, respect the elders, succeed, right? But we are rarely taught the emotional intelligence, the emotional literacy. Now, this is where we stand. In the true self, if you were ever told that it's okay to be not okay, it's okay to be worried, it is definitely fine even if you hold your boundaries and you embrace yourself and space for yourself, even if it might hurt the people that you love, it would have been better, right? But we were always built with the narrative. Love is always earned. And what? Silence is the best policy. Adjustment is always glorified. And what we have earned as the value and achievements that has always to be maintained. This, what we have never told, has become the missing narrative of our childhood. Now, you people, 21 to 27, hearing me, presently, right now, you are conquering this battle. I have done it long back. You know what to choose. You know what freedom is. But the moment you choose freedom, the guilty conscience comes up. You know what to study, where to go, where to work, and almost what to aspire. But the moment you're going to step that, your brain roars, telling the sacrifices your parents have done. And you're always told the sacrifices, efforts as a parent, I, as a mother, have taken. But never, I, as a mother, have told you what as my inner feelings are. You want connections, you know boundaries, but you don't know how to set the perfect ones. You want to be in relationship, you want to experience, but what if something gets wrong? Who will you approach to? Who is going to come and be there for you? Nobody knows. And that is where we are missing this. Don't speak. Don't shout. Don't be cruel. Adjust. Always understand. Keep it short. A drama queen, don't be too expressing. Sit properly, stand properly, dress properly, eat properly, tie hair properly. Help me with the narratives, guys. These were what I was grown with. Now it's time to change. But where to change and how to start? It's time that we are all being big adults with degrees, but no emotional permission. We know what to do, but not anywhere in the power to do what we really want to do. This reminds me of an incident basically. I still remember a small teenage boy sitting in my office room crying and bursting out the moment when his father told, Amrita, just do whatever you can, but make sure he never gets a childhood that I got. I want him to be happy. And the 12-year-old hugged his father and cried, actually yelled. This was the missing narrative. The father never spoke the soul or the heart out, never spoke about the feelings he had. He was always particular. Study well, be a good human, be a good adult, and you're in. Was his son rebelling? Do you think so? The father was not compelling either. Both of them were loving, truly deep from their heart, but in the way they were taught what love is. What is love and loving in a father's role? How is it to be loved in a partner's role? What is love when you stand in the shoes of a lover? Different, right? Who is teaching you how to love? How to express? And if we are not trained that way, then how do we do it? Now, all of us want to start. We need to embrace ourselves. We need to figure out where to start. And now we know all that glitters are not gold. So, where do we go and find it out? Let's take a deep breath, pause, reflect, and then relax. Take a breath in. Ask yourself, what is that one thing that you always wanted to hear? That one truth. I just wanted to hear somebody telling me, it's fine. There is always a second chance. And then, if you hear something like that, that narrative is your kickstart. It's time for you to take that. A lot of expectations, right? Be the good girl, be the independent human, be the responsible man. You have to take care of the family, wife, children, and whatnot. I always believe we are in a society wherein, it's the dominant male character is always accepted. Even being a woman, if I'm balancing my career, my life, my relationship, my children, I am always honored. What about my feminine self? Where am I going to be vulnerable? This is not just for me, but for everybody who's listening to me. This is where we have to start working. If we were ever told that you're beautiful irrespective of the looks, dress, the skin, the hair, or the tooth, we would never have rushed or settled for the breadcrumbs, right? If we were always told it's fine to be imperfect, fail, or lazy, we would have never end up labeling ourselves as lazy or failure. If we were celebrated for our small mischiefs, the time that we play around our friends, and we were celebrated for our innocence, we would never blame ourselves with the productivity guilt. Check yourself, any generation hearing me, as a small boy or girl in your home, you were playing with your Legos or toys. Your mom or father had always come in asking, what are you doing? Come, help me with my chores. That is the main reason why we can't sit idle for some time. We always end up having this guilt. Oh my God, I wasted this much time. Are we really wasting it? Aren't we cherishing? Aren't we as the mobile charger, we are charging ourselves, right? Where is it going? It's time to change. And this silence is the missing narrative that was always created. Now, if you're 23 and tired, 27 and struggling, 30 drained, 40 or 50 unable to figure out and burned out, 60 and above, kaput. You're not the one. You're not the one leaving behind. But you are the brave one in your family who has the courage to question the script. It's time for you to create better bonds with yourself. It's always time for you to have a better narrative. Just imagine if you were told the love was not just about sex, physical intimacy, hugs, kisses, gifts, or being demanded or labeled as the most precious one. But we were always told about the vulnerabilities. Love and the intimacy is also about holding space for each other, understanding the partner, understanding what my partner can do, he or she is capable of doing. I would have never end up in a relationship which is toxic, demanding, or abusing. Ask yourself this question. Were we ever trained? No, right? And this is where we have to change ourselves. Get all the information that you can gather, and it's here already. ChatGPT is really helping us, but always remember it is that mechanical stuff missing with the human touch. Ask yourself, your brain can fool you, but your body will never. Whenever you are in a crowd, sitting with somebody, hanging out with someone, you're with your very immediate person, your body is telling you not okay, that just means that you're not okay. Just erase the narratives that you are always told. It's your so-and-so, it's just fine. You have to adjust. No. Just believe your body and fill in the missing narrative that this is what I'm feeling and I can't stand this. Now you go home. Let's all go home tonight and then just tell one truth that we always wanted to tell. To your partner, to your friend, to your child, your parent, your sibling, or your pet. At least, but most importantly, to yourself. The words that were always awaited, which is worth to be heard and told. Maybe when somebody starts to break this narrator and one speaks the truth, the whole generation exhales. And that is when everything that is told and it is worth to be told will finally be told. Thank you.